Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for the weekend, May 12th and 13th, 2018. For your Saturday, we're going to have a warm frontal boundary that's going to be pushing through the region from southwest to northeast and bringing showers early this morning. That is going to settle over northeastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey today. This is going to be very critical where this boundary sets up to determine whether or not we have severe weather later this afternoon. The setup this morning is you're going to have an area of low pressure that's going to be right about here. And then there's a cold front boundary sitting back here like this. A warm front that is going to be sitting something like this, okay? And it's going to be pushing off to the north and east. But where that sets up exactly will determine the severe weather threat that we have in place for later today. I do think it for these areas and our southwestern areas are probably going to be the areas I'm circling are going to be the threat areas today. A little bit different from what the SPC had yesterday. It was a little bit too far northeast, but it might be right if this boundary goes a little bit further to the northeast than projected, but I don't see any indications of that as I'm recording this video just before midnight on Friday night. So here's what we're looking at in the morning, and then when we get in the afternoon, that front is going to sag off to the south and east and bring with it scattered showers and thunderstorms. Any line of showers and thunderstorms that are going to come through, they're going to be especially heavy with strong winds that could be have severe gusts over 60 miles per hour, and also accompanied by frequent lightning. Some hail and isolated tornadoes are also possible for our southeastern portions. These are going to be these areas right in here from extreme southeastern Pennsylvania, like near the Philadelphia area, maybe Philadelphia, Delaware County, maybe southern Bucks, Montgomery, eastern Chester, that kind of thing. And also Lancaster. We'll actually put all of Chester and Lancaster in that as well. But the highest area for that opportunity for severe or for any tornado activity would be in this area right here. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. And going over to the NAM high-res future simulator radar, I'm going to shut this off at 7 a.m. The boundary at this point is going to be up here like this, and all this stuff here is ahead of it. It's moving off to the north and the east. There will be a break after this ends. So here's a look at 7 a.m. going forward. Here's 8, here's 9, here's 10. It's got some showers ongoing here across northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey at this point. Oh, I went a little bit too far and zoomed in here. I didn't mean to do that. But then we get into the early afternoon. This starts to break apart. We have really nothing going on. So here's noon and 1 o'clock. Nothing going on across the region, but we're not getting clearing really so much. Maybe in our southern areas, like maybe these areas right down here, will get up above 80 degrees, we think, from Harrisburg down southeast across Lancaster, Philadelphia, South Jersey, all of Delaware, Maryland. These areas will get into the 80s, we think. But in this middle card right here, this is the question mark right in here from about State College through the Lehigh Valley and down through central Jersey. Question mark of how warm it gets. If you get a little that front clearing a little bit further to the north, this area now becomes part of the severe threat also. All right, and the SBC did include that yesterday in their outlook in these areas, but I do think up here, regardless, these areas up here are going to be too cloudy and too much stable air to prevent any severe storms. But we get through the afternoon, here's what we're looking like. All right, you get a Boeing line segment that's going to be making its way south and east. And again, I don't think it gets severe unless you get down to these areas right here. Look what it does once it reaches those areas. You will have elevated convection further northwest, but I think you're in that same area that I circled. These areas here are the areas you're going to be watching for that severe potential as this sags off to the south and the east. And you can see that here moving through Lancaster, Chester, Philadelphia, Montgomery and Bucks counties, and then you move southeast. It gets all the way to the shore by the time you get to 9 o'clock. Here's 9 o'clock and here's 10, and it's finally off the coast and out of the picture. So just prior to that, you'll see this line coming down to the south and east. I do think you're going to get thunderstorms further northeast, especially these marginal areas up here. But these areas are going to be a little bit more stable up here by the Lehigh Valley and northern New Jersey. We'll have thunder in these areas, thunderstorms, but they're just not going to be severe, I don't think. But we're going to watch that very closely today and see what happens. And we'll let you know with updates, of course, on our social media outlets on both Facebook and on Twitter, but more definitively and more informative in the EPAWA Premium Forum. We will have a severe weather risk assessment chart out this morning. Then this frontal boundary is going to have is going to kind of stall over the region, give us some ongoing showers, and you can see that here for Sunday. And after this squall line goes through overnight, most of the overnight's dry, and then late overnight you get some more showers moving in. This is early Sunday morning, and this is during the day Sunday. Just have scattered showers around, pretty much hanging around the whole day. And kind of on and off showers, though, not a constant rain. So just keep that in mind for Sunday. This boundary is going to continue off to the south, though, and give us maybe a break here on Monday. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy skies on Monday. I don't think you're going to get any precipitation, but the week ahead after that, it's going to be pretty wet. All right, we're going to have more boundaries to deal with in the coming days. Here's a look at Tuesday. Here you got late day scattered showers and thunderstorms across the region with another frontal boundary in the vicinity. Same thing for Wednesday with more showers and thunderstorms in the vicinity. So another frontal boundary off to our south. And then we keep going to the next day. Here's Thursday. Now this is going to be even further off to the south, so you might have all this concentration of showers off to our southwest. So maybe our northeastern counties and central counties might be spared here on Thursday, and then that will start to move back northward Thursday night and Friday and bring more rain back into the picture for Friday and possibly into next weekend. This is a little bit too early to call right now, but this system these frontal boundaries just don't want to go away. We have a very fast and zonal west to east flow, and then you have a lot of moisture coming into the southeastern United States, a lot of tropical moisture coming up in here, and with these frontal boundaries very close to the region, kind of draped across the region, either below it or over it. There's colder air up here, there's warmer air down here, and that clash between the two, of course, is creating that boundary, and along that boundary you get the rain. So if you're not a fan of the rain, you're not going to like the next week or 10 days or so. But if you're not a fan of pollen, this is a good thing. Always a double-edged sword. There's always something good and bad that you can take away from each one of these situations. And this upcoming week will definitely be wet. We know that for sure. Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for the weekend, May 12th and 13th, 2018. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.